Alright, hey everyone. Today we're going to be talking about the Banshee class for Deadhaus Sonata, so let's get into it.
When the fetid prince set in motion the rise of Deadhaus, he did so with the patronage of an entity beyond the realm of the living. From the deepest twilight of the realm of the dead, it whispered to him, and a contract was brokered. In exchange for his devotion, the fetid prince was granted power over death, and into his service were sent the otherworldly attendants of the Ancient One, the Banshees. Unlike most other undead, Banshees were not once part of the realm of the living. They did not once draw breath, nor were their spirits ever bound by flesh and bone. They are wholly native to the realm of the dead. Before the formation of Deadhaus, solitary Banshee would sometimes cross into the mortal plane, though their motivations, much like those of their master, were unknown. Sometimes they would be heard weeping or singing softly to themselves in the dark. Sometimes they would shriek as if in terror, but always their presence was an omen of death. Now the Banshee bring this omen against the enemies of Deadhaus. They are vessels of their ancient master's power, and through their voices it flows. The song of the Banshee can alter reality, laying terrible afflictions upon the living, or boons upon the dead. Their shrieking can split flesh, shatter bones, and even cleave the soul itself. Given their origins, they are often sought by other undead for truth or counsel, but they say little of the other side, and if a Banshee should ever be asked of the one she serves, she only weeps, or sometimes sings softly to herself.
Banshees. Banshees are female spirits who roam the countryside, and they are omens of death. They are prophets, they are seers, they are women of the magical realm. They come from the magical realm. They don't have a human origin or anything like that. It's traditionally an Irish folklore tale. It started historically with keening women. Keeners or keening women were women that you would hire for your funeral, to sing at your funeral, to cry at your funeral, to like give your sort of traditional Celtic Irish death song. If you saw a banshee in your household, that traditionally meant someone was going to die because they are omens of death. If you heard a banshee scream or a banshee cry, probably going to be you. Gameplay wise, how banshees are going to play out, I guess, is yet to be determined. Originally, before this whole reboot, internal reboot of like Deadhaus happened.
To the most prosperous land in all of Nosgoth.
Thank you. Thank you so much. When originally, before this traditional reboot happened, Banshees were going to be like the rogues and assassin characters. You can see it in the old artwork here, or wherever I put it. But that's been redirected to like the Wraith character, who is going to be like an assassin and a spy, sort of. The traditional rogue, invisible kind of character, perhaps. How I personally see Banshees playing out is there might be a mix of like a light combat, because they're both equal in material and spectral planes and spectral realms. So it might be like they're good physically, and then magically when they're in like the spectral realm or their dominant realm, pretty much, they might be like teleporters. They might even be like a sort of second-hand lich with spellcasting, and how that will play out. Their scream might be a debuff and a buffer for the undead and the humans and everything. So that'll be really interesting to see. It's not been determined yet. They haven't said anything yet, at least that I can find or that I can remember as of making this video. Feel free to comment down below and let me know if I'm wrong, or if they have stated anything, or if Dennis has said anything. I can't really remember. But yeah, I think it's going to be really interesting to see the Banshee. I personally love the artwork. I think it's great. I think where they're going with this new direction is really nice. I liked the direction before. I'm one of those guys where even though something is in pre-alpha, if that's the first thing I see, I automatically love it, because I think it's great. I think what the team is working on is good enough for me personally, but I know it's not for everyone else. But I think with where they're going now, it's really good. The Banshee is beautiful. Still crossing my fingers for that body pillow, baby. And speaking of body pillows and merch, Deadhaus Sonata has a merch site now, a sort of updated merch. They got mouse pads. They have posters and lithograph art, all that kind of great stuff for all the new art that's been going on, this new art direction and everything. More to come, obviously, hoodies, jackets, sweaters, you name it. Yeah, so it's gonna be really interesting to see these next couple of months play out, and the next year even play out. Thank you, FacelessMike, for doing the audio for me. I figured I would get an actual Irishman to do the audio and the reading of a Banshee, who is a traditional Irish folklore character or legend. So thanks again. You guys can check FacelessMike, all of his stuff down below, his Twitter, his Instagram, his Twitch, you name it, blah, 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 blah. If you want to get some of that merch, Deadhaus merch, you can check it out down below. Founders packs obviously are still available. Founders packs are still available. So if you want to help support Deadhaus in that way, as well as getting merch or something, link for that down below. See you guys in the next one, whenever that's going to be. Soon, trust me, it won't be too long. And for the vampire, I still got something great coming up for the vampire. At least I hope so. So keep your fingers crossed for that one, as well as my Banshee girlfriend body pillow. So yeah, see you guys later.